Alright, Monday morning. So what we got done Saturday was I installed the grill, and you can see it's actually stepped back on an angle, and that's for where the actual shell is actually pointed. It's actually leaned back, as you can see. If you put it in there straight, you would hit the water pump, which I already took the fan off, but that's how we're going to leave it right there. Put the bolts back in. It's got an electric fan on the front. I made the mounts, and I used the original body holes, or not body holes, but radiator mount holes to hold it on. Okay, we've already got the hood pretty much lined out. We're going to try to get that front end on today. I have the brake booster on already, and if we're lucky we won't hit this, but if we do, we'll bend it in. Already got the hole cut for the wiring. Already got the brake pedal in. And we're probably going to work on attaching the steering column today. Then we got to start building a floor. We got the windows all rolled open. We got the gauges made for it. We got to finish this rust repair. But moving along. So we are basically at a standstill right now. We're having problems out of the steering column, which, as you can see, the floor plate where it bolts to the floor, we already had to cut it off. And we figured, you cut the welds that were on it and the plate would just come off, but actually the plate is connected to this, so you had to cut up higher, which is why this is all welded right now. But it should still work. These are hitting our mounting brackets, which this is our headlight, or turn signals and stuff. Which this rod does something when it clicks in. This is our high beam, low beam, I believe. No, this is our high beam, low beam. But okay. Other than that, I have it mounted, the actual brake pedal assembly. Up under there, got the hole cut for it to where it slides through. We'll have to build another plate on the steering column to close that hole. I haven't started the floor yet. We've basically been working on steering column and didn't work Wednesday. Had other things to go on, so you see where the column comes out at is right up under there. So we got some work to do. Problems, everything can be solved though. Okay, we got a bit done yesterday. Steering column is in permanently now. It took quite a bit of mods to get that in there, but it does work. We have the front end on. It isn't bolted all the way, but it's close. Hood's on, it's just sitting there. We're going to have to adjust this shell quite a bit to get everything how it needs to be. This side running board's bolted on to the fender and to the body. Well, it's got 2 bolts right there, bolt through here, them 2 bolts. We're still going to put a brace under it. Still have to do the whole thing on the other side. Pardon me, it is super cold out here. We just have the jack stands holding it up right now, but we have 1 bolt here like the other side. Still have to drill them 2 bolt holes, put a brace on it. Bolted there, but not tight. There is no front end brackets made right now, so You can literally bounce this whole front end. We still have to make them brackets. Get it all, you know, lined up in and out, left and right. But it is getting close. What we're going to do today is probably try to get the front end straightened out. Try to get it bolted on all the way, probably weld some mounts. Then after that, I still have to hook up all the wiring in there. We have to run wiring into the cab. The other harness is over there for the dash. Put the dash gauges back in, which we have out right now. Again, we had to do a lot of modifying, but all that stuff works. Shifter works, so you can change gears again. We actually had to extend the steering shaft in there. That was fun. It was a pain. We had to maneuver it enough to where everything gets clearance, of course, which also was fun. Took a lot. But we were figuring maybe by next Friday we'll be very close to done. And then the owner gets to come and get it. But it is killer. Can't wait to get the bed on. That's the only thing I want to see. But that windshield opens, which is awesome. That vent in front opens, which is awesome. The grill's on. The radiator hose is going to be a problem. Let's see here. So I got to wire up headlights. I got to wire up taillights. We have to... whatever seat he's going to get, which I believe we're not putting that in. He might be putting it in. I don't know. But that's where we're at. Okay. We now have the front end fully mounted along with the bumper. It is not going anywhere. Hard as a rock. And today, oh, I forgot, we also have the running boards done. Everything's mounted. So today we are going to be building the floor. Probably going to work on a little bit of wiring. Maybe even get the bed on. But, yeah. We're getting there. Get the gauges back in and everything. It's going to be some tough areas getting that radiator hose on. It's up pretty high. We also have to get the heater core hose on in order to recirculate itself because there's no heat or air in here. Run wires for the ECM, PCM, whatever you want to call it on these. I call it a brain. I call it on everything a brain. I don't care. Brakes are hooked back up. Steering shaft's hooked back up. So yeah, we're getting close. Pretty quickly. But it's fun on a bud. Yeah, see, I put the mounts back on here. If it ain't going nowhere when I step on it, ain't going nowhere. Big guy. So yeah. Let's get at it.